Hey everyone, my name is Nina and today I'm actually posting a video. Surprise, surprise. So today's video is actually a collab with Steve over at the Lawn Gnome, and we're going to be talking about our 10 YouTube videos that we're thankful for, which is just in time for Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow, and I'm just excited because I haven't made a YouTube video in a while. Basically, this is going to be the second video that I upload this entire semester, so part of what I'm thankful for is Steve because he's making me make a video. So thank you, Steve. If you don't know who Steve is, he's over again at the channel The Lawn Gnome, and he has been very present, I guess, in my YouTube journey. I've known him for a couple years now, and he's just one of the most supportive people here on YouTube, always promoting smaller channels and talking to people and just being wonderful and doing collabs like this. So I will leave his channel down below if you want to check him out. And then without further ado, let's get into my list, which is going to be in no particular order because I can't even start to fathom making this into an ordered list. The first YouTube video that I am thankful for is Bad Blood Booktube Edition by Poland Bananas Books, aka Christine, and this video just represents a lot. Basically, I knew I had to pick at least one of Christine's videos because she is so formative in my YouTube experience. She is the first booktuber that I ever saw and the reason I joined, and etc, etc. She's amazing. And this video is just a wonderful compilation of seeing my favorite people on BookTube, seeing her creativity in making a music video about something and a medium that I love so much, and just, I don't know, it's just a wonderful video that always puts a smile on my face and reminds me why I'm part of this community, even if I never upload videos. Yeah. Video number 2 is So You've Been Publicly Shamed and Libraries on BookTube. It's a mouthful, by Ariel Bassett, and this one has similar reasons. Basically, I'm a huge fan of Ariel in general. I think she's just a wonderful booktuber who's always doing new and inventive things and really one of the pioneers on this platform, so I love her for that. But this video especially resonates with me because it's about public shaming on the internet and the fact that when you upload something and you put your opinion out there, it's out there and it's set in stone, and a lot of people don't take into account the fact that you are a fluid person whose ideas change over time, and a lot of people will judge you for things that you've said in the past even though you might not agree with them anymore. And I don't know, it's just a really interesting discussion video that I really loved and has kind of stuck with me and that I agree with wholeheartedly. So if you want to check it out or check out any of these videos, all of them will be linked down below in the description. The next video that I have is another big booktuber, and that is Emma Books and her video Hobbies in YA, which is basically a discussion trying to get to the root of why YA protagonists never have diverse hobbies, why they always like to read or maybe to paint or sing. It's all really basic things and they never do something different. And I just loved this discussion video because it's something that I had never thought about before, but once I saw it I was like, whoa, you're right. There is this weird lack of diversity with hobbies, which seems so stupid, but it was so interesting and such a I don't know, it's another video that kind of stuck with me and that I still think about sometimes, even though it's at least a year old, maybe even 2, I don't know. And Emma Books is another person who I love and respect and has shaped my view and interaction with BookTube as on a personal level. And that is actually it for my list of booktubers on this list. I decided to go with a lot of bigger mainstream booktubers that have shaped my journey instead of smaller people because I didn't want this video to turn into a shoutouts video. But the rest of this is actually going to be talking about other YouTubers that I watch and really respect because I watch a lot of other YouTubers as well besides booktubers that I never get a chance to talk about. So here we go. The first of those mainstream YouTubers is ASAP Science, and about, I'm gonna say 2 years ago, but I actually have no idea, they uploaded a mini documentary 15-minute video about their journey to the Arctic and seeing the effect of climate change on indigenous populations. It's called The End of the Arctic, and I just loved this video. This is another one that it's been a while since it's been published, but it's still stuck with me because I think this video is related to a lot of things that I care about. I'm a sustainability minor and I love learning about food deserts and various things that all tie into this video, and it's just so well done. Highly recommend checking it out if you want to learn more about this topic. Or just check out any of ASAP Science's videos because they're amazing and you always learn so much. Next up is possibly my favorite YouTuber ever. and that is Evan Edinger. I actually chose 2 of his videos to talk about because he's a YouTuber that does serious stuff and funny stuff, so I chose one from each of those categories as kind of a representative sample. The first is his video on American tea, and it's basically a spoof video on how to make the most American cup of tea possible, because he's a American YouTuber who's living in England, so he has that like weird flux of culture going on, and he does a lot of spoofs and like videos on that. So this is kind of the video that whenever I'm talking to people about his channel, this is like the one that I'm like, you have to go watch this because it's hilarious. And then on the flip side of that, my favorite serious video that he's done, or one of my favorites, it's hard to really pin down a favorite, is I'm Not Proud of My Sexuality, and it's basically a discussion video where he goes into kind of a lot of stigmas and self-stigmatization that he's going through, and like the different aspects of that. And I don't know, it was just a really thought-provoking and like interesting video, and he's done a lot of videos on various aspects of sexuality that aren't talked about in mainstream, like demisexuality, and I just like a lot of my formation of how I picture myself and my own sexuality has been through watching his videos and trying to piece through what I relate to, what I don't, and various other things. So I just love his channel for that reason, and he's hilarious, so just check him out. He's my favorite. Next up on this list is another favorite YouTuber of mine, and that is Nathan Zed. I chose the video You're Not Good Enough, which is basically a discussion on how he feels like he is never good enough to do anything, and I was like, that's relatable, but also it's one of those videos that it seems like a really serious topic, but he does it so hilarious, and like with little montages and cutaways to like little reenactments and spoofs, and like it's just so well done and so hilarious and such a good representation of his videos and his general style. And he's another one that like you can watch any of his videos. I watch every single thing he uploads and they're always hilarious and I love them. Next up is, of course, you can't make a list about favorite YouTube videos or videos that you're most thankful for and not include John Coe's art or paint. This is another one where I could have chosen basically any of his videos, but I decided to go with progressive Christmas carols because this is one that I still listen to every like Christmas season as like a normal song. It's kind of bad. I just love the wit and the humor and just everything about this video, and just in general, Paint / John Coe's art is another person that whenever I see that he's uploaded something for like the first time in forever, I always get so excited because he's just so talented and his videos always make me laugh and impress me to like a ridiculous degree. The next video on my list is different from all the other ones because it's actually like a one-off video, not by like a mainstream YouTuber or something like that, and it's basically a recording of a concert where Grant Gustin and Darren Criss and some other guy who I love but don't know the name of did a cover of Sincerely Me from Dear Evan Hansen, and it's just so good. And it's just one of those things that I'm thankful for because Dear Evan Hansen is an amazing musical. It's so amazing I can't even get my words out right now. And I haven't seen it live, but the soundtrack is just amazing. But I'm also obsessed with Grant Gustin. Like, yeah, I'm not getting into it. He's amazing. So having him and Darren Criss and this other guy cover it was just like exactly what I needed one day to get me out of a bad place and like make me happy and like fill me with so much joy. And I loved this video. Highly recommend checking it out if you love Dear Evan Hansen. Even if you don't, it's a hilarious video. Highly recommend. And the last video that I have on my list is actually one that I'm a part of, which might be cheating, but that is our most recent live show for the Biblio squad, which if you don't know is a book club that I help co-host with Grace over at G Swizzle Books, Kathleen over at For the Love of Books, and Jules at Jules Reads. And I'm choosing the live show because this book club just means so much to me because it has really been my connection to BookTube over the last year or so when I haven't been making videos like either at all or very consistently, but I feel like every time we have a live show I can just come back and act like things are normal and just be accepted into this community again, even if I'm not uploading frequently. And just having that tie to BookTube, even if I'm not being the best booktuber, is so meaningful to me and something that I'm definitely the most thankful for. Like, I know I said this list wasn't ordered, but this is definitely the one that I'm most thankful for because it is what ties me to all of you guys. So if you want to check that out, I will link our most recent live show down below. But that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Let me know down below if you agree with any of these favorite slash most thankful for videos, or if you have any other ones that you'd like to recommend. And that is it. Again, check out Steve at the Lawn Gnome because he is great. I will leave his channel down below as well as all the videos that I mentioned today. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys later with another video soon. Probably not very soon, but I'll see y'all later some point. Bye! It's just one of those things that I'm thankful for because Dear Evan Hansen is an amazing musical, and it's basically a recording of a concert, and it's basically a recording of a concert.